So, today we will tackle new lesson. So this is a fable stories that entitled The Monkey and the Turtle. But before we proceed, let us identify first the objective of our lesson. So here is our objective. So by the end of the lesson, the students will be able to define what is fable and identify its key characteristics and purpose. Analyze the presented fables to recognize the elements and moral lesson portrayed. And last one is arrange and present the events of the fables in correct chronological order. The Monkey and the Turtle is a fable stories. So you may ask, what is fables? So let me ask you first, what comes to your mind when you heard the word fables? Yes, Miss Daisy. So, okay, according to Miss Daisy, Fables is a short story that mainly dedicated for young readers and viewers. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Daisy. So that is right. When we say fables, it is a short stories that usually the animals or the characters or sometimes magical things. And the purpose of this is to tell a moral lessons at the end. So you just need to remember the key important details when we say fables. The first one, it is a short story. So in here, the uniqueness of this story is that the characters in the stories rather is animals or some magical things but imitated the behavior, the characteristics, the traits, the way they act is usually human. But the the characters is animals. So the purpose of this is same as well with different stories, different kind of stories. It tells a moral lesson at the end of the stories. So that's right. So let me repeat again. Again, you just need to remember these three important things. When we say fables, it is a short story, simplistic stories, and then the character was animals, and that's when it tells some moral lessons. So let's come now to the story. But first, let me ask you first, what comes to your mind when you see these pictures? The turtle. Okay, slow, brave, smart, friendly. Okay, how about the monkey? Or some may say playful, cunning. Okay, let's see if that traits, characteristics, or the description of the two animals characters that you mentioned are similar on the characters in these stories. So let us read the story. So the monkey and the turtle. The monkey and the turtle found a banana trees on a river. They fished it out because each wanted the tree for himself, so they cut it in half. Now, the monkey, being the strongest one, took the part with leaves, despite the turtle complaints, and carefully planted it in his backyards. The turtle did the same for his parts. One day, the monkey visited the turtle. Alas, my banana tree is dead. How about yours? Said the monkey. The turtle responded, mine is alive and bearing with roots, but because I don't climb it up, the monkey interrupted and says, don't worry, I climbed up for you. So meanwhile, the turtle was so happy and accompanied the monkey to the place where the banana trees was planted. So the monkey climbed the tree immediately and starting eating, peeling both chicks. Give me some too, begged the turtle. No, not even a bit. So, to get even with the monkey, the turtle nailed a thorn and snail with a small and pointed shells at its house on the trunk of the banana trees and hide under the coconut shell. Ow, said the monkey, as he came down from the tree, and with much pain he went to sit on the coconut shells to tend his wound. But while he was pulling out the thorn, and snails, his restless tails went inside a hole in the coconut shells. The turtle saw a good opportunity, bit it. The monkey jumped and saw stars from the fame. So it's you. Now I'll make you pay for everything you did. You shall die, but how? Ah, do you want me to crush you in the mortal? Or throw you in the river? Crush me in the mortal, but please don't throw me in the river, said the turtle. Don't I don't want to drown. So the monkey replied, aha, so you're afraid of drowning. I guess I have to drown you then. And into the river he threw the turtle who swam happily. So the question is, who are the characters in the story? So the character of the story is, that's right, the monkey and the turtle. So the next question is, where is the setting of the stories? So when we say setting, it is the place, the time, or the location in which the stories are presented. Like say for example, I was talking with my friends inside the classroom. So the setting is inside the classroom. So in this story, the setting is in the what? That's right, beside the river. The third question is, what is the thing that the two found out in the river? Okay, that's right, the banana tree. The fourth question is, what is the problem or conflict of the stories? And how did the main character overcome his problem? So the moral lessons in this story is that even the weak can overcome the strong through intelligence and perseverance, and that greed and selfishness can lead to downfall. These stories that I presented is again a Fable story. So let's check first if the description that I mentioned earlier at the starting point of our discussion was true. So again, Fable is a short story. Do you think the story is short or not? Yes, right. So how about the character that I presented in the stories? Is it animals? That is right. Then as we finish the story inject a moral, right? That help us reflect and analyze our behavior, knowing the facts of how we can react, decide, and make decision with knowing the possible outcomes and consequences that may occur in the futures. So for your group activities, I will divide the class into two groups. So all you need to do is to arrange chronologically the events that occurs in the stories. So I know you fully understand the story since we discuss it, we read it, and we answer the questions. So hope you understand.